Sci-fi! Yeah! Come on. All right.
Sci what?
Sci-fucking-fi.
Hi, this is Am Pirate from Capital Chaos, and here with me I have Andrew Wetzel from Attack Attack. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us.
No problem.
Thank you. Right now we are getting ready to see them perform live at Ace of Spades. This is their tour here in Sacramento. So how is it going so far? How's the tour been?
Tour's been great. I mean, tonight's sold out pre-sale, and all the other nights have pretty much mirrored that, so it's been really fantastic.
I just want to give everyone a little insight as to what it looked like when I drove up here. The line is around the building and down at least 3 blocks. I have never seen Ace of Spades this packed, so I'm extremely excited for tonight. So I hear that there's a contest to give away your drums, which I know is amazing because you've touched them. So what's it been like? How many inquiries do you guys have, or how are you going to pick the winner?
You know, I don't even know. We just kind of set it up. I was talking to our management about it. We have all this gear lying around all the time, and it most of the time just gets trashed. And so I was thinking maybe we should just try to give some away and try to build awareness around the record and stuff. So we just sort of set up a thing for you to enter the contest, and that's really as far as we've gotten so far with that thought process. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to pick a winner, but you know, I'm sure I'll think of something ridiculous and announce it, and we'll have some sort of weird, crazy contest or something. I don't know.
That's awesome.
It'll be good.
Well, whoever it is going to be really appreciative. So you guys are signed to Rise Records, which I know is the house for other artists such as Devil Makes Prada and Dance Gavin Dance, which are here from Sacramento. What has that meant for you guys? How's it been? And can you give us a little history as to how that came about?
I mean, it's been a wild ride. They hit us up back in 2008 when we first put out Stick Stickly, which was our first like real single that broke us. And you know, from there, I mean, they put us in the studio with Joey Sturgis, and we did our first record, Someday Came Suddenly, and then a self-titled record a little while after that. And now, most recently, we just released our most recent record, This Means War, which we self-produced and did in our own studio at our houses, and it also hit number 11 on the Billboard as well. So I mean, it's been a really crazy ride, going from literally just a bunch of kids in a local band someplace to, you know, being up on the top of the top 200.
Yeah, and I want to talk about a little bit about the new CD, This Means War. I noticed that every song title begins with the word the and then a descriptive word. Did you guys have that concept from the beginning, or did it kind of just work out that way?
You know, we just kind of threw the record together. We honestly had no idea what we wanted to do. We had no preconceived notions or ideas whatsoever. We just went in the studio and started writing music, and it came out to be extremely, extremely heavy. The whole record is in the keys of drop G and drop F. So, you know, we just kind of started putting together this music, arranging it. It was super heavy, and as this music sort of developed, we decided that we needed to have, you know, it would be best if we put a story to it. You know, it'd be kind of cool. If we're going to commit to writing music that's so uncharacteristic of us, then we should just go all the way and make it a concept album.
I like that. So I have been watching your newest video release on YouTube, The Wretched. It's released, yes, let's see, in January, and you guys already have almost 700,000 views. What do you have to say about that? That's phenomenal.
I mean, I'm stoked. The person that directed it, Megan Thompson, is actually a really, really good friend of ours, and she's done a lot of our, like, you know, photographs, like promo photos and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. She had a production company out there, and she's, well, out there being LA, and we were already out there anyway, and so we were talking about doing a music video, and so we just kind of threw something together, and out came a fantastic music video. So that was also kind of a spur of the moment, on a whim type of thing. So it would appear that that strategy is working very well for us at this moment in time.
Yes, it is. I also like the Smokeahontas video, and I just wanted to know if you could give me a little history as to how you guys came about with that concept, and where was it filmed?
We filmed it in Ohio, like an hour and a half north of where we all live, which is Columbus. And the concept, I mean, there's a line in it that says this is a family, and so we just kind of spun off that and tried to make some sort of like mafioso themed thing. It was just kind of a whatever type random occurrence, and then somehow we ended up blowing up a car, and it was, you know, it's just one of those things where you get this idea and it snowballs into something ridiculous, and then fire gets introduced.
Yeah, and anytime you have fire, you're golden.
Oh,
There's nothing better than that.
You're guaranteed for success with fire.
So are you a Beavis and Butthead fan, since we're talking about fire?
I mean, I know. I'm the oldest, and I'm 22, so I know what Beavis and Butthead is, but I wouldn't say that anybody is necessarily a huge fan, because it's just a little bit before any of us had cognitive thinking abilities.
So do you guys do a lot of skateboarding, or what do you do on your free time?
We do anything and everything. Andrew Whiting, the other guitar player, and I, we go shooting a lot. The day before this tour, we went out to the shooting range and shot. I have a Desert Eagle, and like we have a bunch of guns and stuff. And then AJ and Caleb longboard a lot, and so they just kind of just do whatever. I mean, we just hang out, you know, whatever, go see movies, sit at home, have movie nights, make popcorn. After we saw that what was that thing on YouTube where they just make ridiculous food dishes with like a million calories in it?
Like Food Extreme or something?
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called,
Yeah.
but we saw that one day and then decided to make this horrific calorie casserole of some sort. We just random stuff, whatever we feel like doing, just fun.
I seen one that they posted for today that had to do with the Super Bowl, and it included like 49 cheeseburgers and 3 different alcohols, and I'm thinking, who can possibly eat all that and still function enough to watch the game? So are you guys into the Super Bowl game today? Have you paid attention to the score? I know when I left it was 9-10.
I heard the Giants are making a comeback at this current, as we are standing here speaking. But me particularly, I don't really care. I'm more, into other things. I don't know. I don't really care about sports, but I like the atmosphere. I like hanging out with people, and I don't know if anybody on our bus is really into sports or anything, but
Personally, I just like it for the commercials. I'm not going to lie. They had some really good Dorito commercials this year.
I just like hanging out. If there's a bunch of my friends hanging out, I don't care if we're watching football or hockey or whatever. I just like hanging out with people, and I think everybody else reciprocates that.
That's true. So one of the things that I noticed that sets you guys apart from a lot of other bands is that not only are you emulating the melodic riffs, you also have some hard stuff, but then you throw in a little bit of electronica. So can you give me some thoughts on how do you feel about dubstep and the fact that it was something that was originally underground and now it's kind of taken a more mainstream term?
I mean, it's just inevitable. Whenever you have something as brilliant as dubstep is, it's pretty much, everything starts off underground at one point or another, and if you have a really, really cool, trendy type of music, like, it's just guaranteed to catch on. Mm-hmm. And, obviously we've used a lot of electronic influence in our music, and we've played around with a whole slew of different types of genres of music and different kinds of music to mix into our own music. And I think, if you really want to hit it big, but in an original way to where you're not sort of just riding the coattails of someone else's success, you got to be willing to experiment and really bring in, maybe not necessarily super popular sounds at the time, or try to pioneer something else, whatever. Exactly.
So I know that you guys have gone through a few lineup changes, and that in 2009, Caleb, who's originally the keyboardist, is now your kind of main front guy. How's been the public response with that? I think it's amazing, but have you guys heard any feedback from the public in regards to what it's like having him there now?
I mean, everybody's got their opinions, obviously, and usually the ones that are the highest profile are the ones that are the most vicious. Mm-hmm. But I mean, overall, I think our numbers, our crowds, the trend as far as our popularity has gone sort of speaks it all. I think Caleb stepping up into not only doing screaming but also the clean singing was, a really clutch move for us, and I think he's an insanely talented kid. And I know wherever he's at, his ears are definitely burning. But I think that it's just one of those things where if you're going to make a move like that and you're really going to take a risk, with members, you got to make sure that you're definitely picking something that's like top shelf, and I think he's definitely that. Oh,
I agree. So are we going to see you this year on Warped Tour? Because I know that you've done it a few years.
No, not this year. We did main stage last year, and you can't do it twice in a row, so we're going to be taking the year off, and we'll find something else, though. Okay, so is there anything that you can let us know to look forward to for the year 2012 from Attack Attack besides amazingness? I mean, you can definitely expect to see us pull some shit out of a hat. We have a lot of things up our sleeves this year, and I know we weren't very active in 2011 because we had a lot of tours fall through and a lot of other stuff, so you haven't really heard a whole lot from us, but I guarantee you 2012 is definitely our year. We're going to come out, we're going to decimate. We've got a lot of stuff going on. We have a whole nother record that we already have already written, and so we're just waiting for the perfect moment to just launch out and just kind of do whatever we want to do. So you should definitely keep an eye on that. And there was a shooting star right there as I said that. I just fell down.
Make a wish right now.
I don't need to make wishes.
But did they already come true for you?
Yes.
Man, and you're 22. That's awesome. All right, Andrew, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to meet with Capital Chaos. I'm really excited to see you guys perform tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right.